and this was a super duper lengthy paper. Business intelligence तक वो पहुँचे ही नहीं. One thing that I didn't go through TypeScript में, that was what they asked. It's like everything is related to each other almost. Hey guys, so the third year is finally completed. I am no more the Drashti from third year. So I got done with my exams literally 2 days ago, and let's just talk about the papers and everything, what I feel about them. So we are starting with the first paper. The first paper was DMBI, that is database mining and business intelligence. So इसमें से business intelligence का they didn't ask anything at all, not even like a 5-mark question or a sub question, nothing they asked for 5 marks. Everything was from like the first chapter of data mining they asked. ठीक है, तो business intelligence तक वो पहुँचे ही नहीं, everything they completed वहीं पे ही. But the paper was good. They ended up asking a lot of numericals also. So I think every 10-mark question had a numerical in it. This was an amazing paper. No problem at all. Just the thing is that I don't know what whisker plot is. No one in the entire exam hall knew what whisker plot was. So that is just one thing that I was not able to do. So outlier also. So there was this one question: what is an outlier? What are the various methods of performing outlier analysis? So I got confused thoda. I was not that confident, but I ended up writing outlier detection ke things, and outlier detection and outlier analysis is essentially the same thing. So that was a good thing. But oh yeah, no, that was also perfect. So yes, that was the first paper, DMBI. The next paper was WebEx. So WebEx had TypeScript, AngularJS. So this was the paper. 10 marks ka I didn't know at all. So I was very confident with my TypeScript stuff because I had gone through like video lectures. I was able to answer all of them, and one thing that I didn't go through TypeScript mein, that was what they asked. So I didn't know what modules are in TypeScript. So namespace is one module in TypeScript, and I didn't know that at all. So yes, that was just one problem that I had with the paper. Everything else was really nice. So one 10-mark problem just वो छोड़ना पड़ा मुझे essentially. This paper was not lengthy or anything, but this was getting a lot confusing. That this happened with our next paper also, that is WT, that is your wireless technology. Now wireless technology, this is completely theory. इसमें and it's like everything is related to each other almost, तो आप confused इसमें ज़्यादा हो सकते हो, and that happens because we had this question अभी. The thing is that if you know GSM, so you will understand GPRS better, you can understand UMTS better, Edge better. And this was a super duper lengthy paper, and I got confused about the 4G technology. Now the other thing was, I saw all of the architectures, but I didn't see LTE का architecture. ठीक है, LTE and Edge का architecture on the day of the exam I didn't see, so I didn't like draw the architecture also मेरे book में. They ended up asking LTE twice. Okay, so LTE is a 4G technology. So in question number 1 for 5 marks, in question number 5, that is for 10 marks, the 5B was explain 4G architecture with its specifications. So I got confused. मैंने यहाँ पर पहले Edge लिखा था, and I was ready to write about Edge. But then we had this the entire mobile communication generation का table I had seen exam hall में ही before the exam started, and उसमें से it clicked to me that Edge is not a 4G technology, LTE is a 4G technology. So फिर finally I ended up writing that, but इसमें भी because the paper was so lengthy, I had to decide if I wanted to write a 10-mark question or attempt the 2 5-mark questions which were pending. So I decided to go with the 5-mark questions because I knew कि ये I didn't know that well also. The question number 6 which was about YMAX, so I was not sure at all कि मैं इसमें लिखूंगी क्या. Even though I knew a few things, but मुझे उसका protocol architecture तो फिर भी I remember, but power management तो नहीं होता मेरे से. So I think that was one good decision that I made, that I didn't attempt that question and I went ahead and wrote down the remaining 2 5-mark questions. Super duper lengthy paper, and yes, that is it. 10 mark का इसमें भी छोड़ना पड़ा. but yes, so these two papers made me really upset also कि मुझे 10 mark का literally I didn't write them at all, but बाकी सारी चीज़ें is like perfect or near to perfect if not perfect. So yes, those are the first three papers. उसके बाद we had like around 2 or 3 days का छुट्टी, after which I had the next paper that was AIDS. Now AIDS and DMBI. So if you do the numericals properly for DMBI, तो AIDS जो है it's like much more simpler because both of them have almost the same numericals ka thing, right? So this went well. This was good. This was amazing. They ended up asking one question. This question you will see in all of the last year question papers. Last 2 years they ended up asking this question the same. They didn't change the even like one table value or something. They didn't change anything at all. I was smart enough to actually practice this and go, because अगर मैंने नहीं किया होता I for sure would have gotten the answer wrong. Because so if you see this paper here, यहाँ पे ना A, B, C is in the horizontal. There are the rows and here the trial 1, 2, 3, 4. These are columns. So usually वो उल्टा होता है. You get the columns for like A, B, C and rows में the trial 1, 2, 3 should be there. So that was confusing. And that confused me during my practice also, but then I got to know that okay, yes, I've made a mistake and I was able to correct it. So ye smoothly ho gaya. The next thing that they had asked was min max, again like pretty standard. They didn't ask anything out of this world but they ended up asking compare between linear regression and logistic regression, which I had done during DMBI and exam में during the train journey I had done. तो ये वाला चीज़ went well, because if I didn't do that, so most probably मेरा इसमें भी there would have been a slight problem, but that didn't happen. So this paper also went really well. So we also got the F table because you need that for ANUA. We got ANUA one way. Next paper was image processing. This paper surprised us so much. We were so confused what was the paper about, because the two unit test papers that we have given, they were really numerical heavy. So entire paper was just numericals and we were prepared for the theory portion from the initial chapters, क्योंकि बाद में के chapters में there are a lot of masks involved and there is dilation, all of those things. So we were like ये सारी चीज़ें would be asked in the exam, but ये सारी चीज़ों का theory पूछ लिया था. So that was the thing. But again, I was able to write them well. I don't really know how, but somehow like a few masks that I had missed, we had discussed them while we were in the college ready to go and give the exam. So that discussion saved me. Other than that, the numericals, as you know, like इसमें है numericals. For every question you have a numerical. I won't deny that. But for every question with a numerical, you also have a theory. So you had point processing techniques, then homomorphic filtering, and then lossless predictive coding. So we just didn't know. But I knew like the other theory bits and stuff like that. So then that was good. And we come on to the last paper, that is the honors ka paper. So I'm an honors in blockchain student, and this paper confused us as well. So we had prepared. So see, I prepared for this exam like considering the worst case. जो मैंने नहीं किया था पहले prepared, because in like the unit test 2 I ended up scoring 12, which is the lowest so far I've ever scored. So I was like, whatever I left during my I2 preparation, I'm going to first cover that. So I did that, and then I did like the initial chapters, and I was like, okay, sorted, done. But then again, in इसमें भी there are a few models and like there are a few types of private blockchain जो JP Morgan ने create किया, जो R3 ने create किया. So all of these things get confusing because one is called Corda, one is called Ripple, one is RAFT, then one is Paxos, then one is Quorum. So all of these things were very confusing. ये सारे they are very distinct, ठीक है? But I just got confused because जो भी मुझे याद आ रहा था वो या तो पेक्सॉस का था या तो फिर वो कॉर्डा का था, एंड कॉर्डा का they didn't ask anything. तो वो चीज़ दो याद आ रही थी, then I was getting confused. But then I was able to solve this paper. I solved it entirely. 80 marks का paper solve किया है. But because they asked what is quorum blockchain with the suitable like quorum node का diagram, so I didn't know the diagram. I don't know where the diagram is for it honestly, because वो I don't know. But yes, that paper also went well. Just for the quorum thing, वो तो definitely I don't even think that's for like, yeah, I think maybe I can get like 3 or 4 marks for that. 10 marks के लिए, so it must be bifurcated as what is the blockchain and then the diagram का explanation, right? So I just written what is the quorum blockchain वाला part. That also was very I don't know how proper it is. So yes, that is it. Those were my end-sem papers. All in all, I have done quite well and I'm very confident, except for like those 2 papers जहाँ पे मुझे 10 mark का छोड़ना ही पड़ा था. But other than that, all of the papers went well. So yes, okay, I wanted to say one more thing. I won't be releasing any videos about like the academic videos, right? So no videos relating to the theory or any subject thing. I won't be releasing them because abhi mostly vacation chal raha hai. Even though a few exams are going on in other universities, so I will be releasing this sem, so that is the sem 6 stuff, the numericals and stuff that I already have in the pipeline. So all of them are edited also, so I'll be releasing them. But other than that, the previous year, so that is like the 3rd year and the 2nd year wala thing, I won't be releasing currently, just so that it is it's the vacation time. So I am going to be working on another series altogether, so that is going to be related to the coding part of it only, but not necessarily something जो college में आपको काम आएगा. Not right now. I'll start it maybe in July. So yes, that is it. Bye.